We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah,
Welcome to the electrified version of Genesis G80. Elegant and sophisticated on the outside, but most of your time you'll be spending right here in the cabin. Some say that this car is a direct competition of Mercedes EQS. Well, it is also half the price of Mercedes. And the question is the EQS twice as nice? I don't think so. You've got plenty of space here. Now the quality of the materials, the fit and finish is simply superb. I do love this light ivory leather. Sure, it's not as practical as black leather, but hi, here's your answer. You can just clean it. This panel extends and you can use this to operate your TV screen. You can also operate it with your finger. You've got a map. What else do you have? Weather, navigation menu, music, all the little things that most likely you will not be using, but they're there to make you feel better. Now you can adjust the front passenger seat with the button. I do love this feature on all Genesis models. It just does come in very, very handy, whether you're sitting here, or in the front as the driver. Now you don't have a sunroof. That's because we've got solar panels here, which will increase your range. And truth be told, sunroof, what it will not do is increase your youth, because sun will eventually kill you. Anyway, let's hop in the front, and then somebody has got to drive this car, because somebody has got to tell you how it feels to drive it. So let's get going. 1, 2, 3. Front of the cabin is just as lovely as the back in terms of quality and finish. You also have plenty of practicality, lots of storage space, useful shelving, 12-volt sockets. Now down here, everything is tucked away under this gorgeous wood cup holders, whilst mobile charging, 2 USB ports. And you also have the swivel to control infotainment system. You also have physical buttons for your volume control, track change, menu, home. Up here, you've got climate control, again, traditional knobs, far less distracting than fiddling with the touch screen. You also have shortcut buttons, again, for your infotainment system. Genesis has really thought it through. And at last, let's have a look at the screen. So the system itself is easy, straightforward, very intuitive, and yes, Genesis does share it with Hyundai and Kia, which I see as a very, very good thing. Let's have a look at the graphics, which are sharp, crystal clear, and very quick to respond to the touch of your finger. Now, to use Apple CarPlay, you do need a cable, which is a bit of a pain, but anyway. Beautifully done up, nice steering wheel. Now, this is all Alcantara, and I have to say, Genesis has once again shown me class.
We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own.
I'm gonna sneak a little launch control at sunset. What a romantic I am. Let's put you into sport mode. Traction is off, the nannies are off, foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. Let's hit it! The tires, come on Genesis, hurry up! Oh, so the declared 0 to 100 is 4.9 seconds, and I am 4.39. Winner, winner, one sausage dinner. That felt quick. I might not have an engine, but I am alive because I hear my tires playing a very sexy game. Well, the moment I said winner, winner, one sausage dinner, I think I have become a far less romantic, but anyway, but I'm happy. 4.39. Look at that.
Tell me what you have to go and drive me so crazy.
It is very peaceful, quiet and serene, and I wouldn't expect anything less because A, it's Genesis, and B, it's an electric Genesis, What certainly does help is what's so-called active noise control. So we've got speakers and sensors spread across the cabin which are monitoring the situation, very much like noise-cancelling headphones, which I can't live without on the plane. And if I forget these, I fall into some sort of a hysteria. And I tell you what, it ain't pretty. Just wafting along, having my seat massage activated. Unlike on the plane, the only massage you're getting there is turbulence poking in the back when pilot is having a bad day flying across the Atlantic. And the suspension here is just delightful. It is so smooth over any bumps. It's just a peachy, glorious ride.
Baby, not feeling lost without you, and I just can't be.
Now let's verify how this premium saloon feels when I floor it. I mean, the 370 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque feels pretty damn good. The degree of acceleration is what I call sumptuous, more than enough. And this is a dual motor, which means one motor is driving the front wheels and the other is driving the back wheels. And this makes it an all-wheel drive car. But if you drive in the efficiency mode, you're only using two-wheel drive to improve, well, your efficiency. We've got the paddle shifters to activate and deactivate iPedal, not to change the gears because we only have one gear. But what's interesting, when you pull the left paddle and hold it, the car actually comes to a complete stop. Very handy in town. You hear the sound of these paddles. It's just so premium. Click, click. Genesis. Genesis. Ha! I like that.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything.
It is a pretty heavy car, 2.4 tons, but it masks its weight reasonably well. We've got wide, big 19-inch alloys to maximize our grip. And on a twisty road, the handling is good. There's a little bit of understeer, but this is to be expected. Overall, it feels confident, stable, and secure. But don't get carried away thinking it's some sort of a wild cat, because it is not. The visibility in the front and the back is excellent. It's not a small car, just over 5 meters long. But because we've got light steering at lower speeds, it means it's easy to maneuver this car in and out of car parks. We also have excellent cameras. Yet I can't help but feel that the bigger the alloys, the bigger the problems. Is it just me thinking that car parks are getting smaller? Am I one of these people? When you get fat, you think it's your clothes that are magically getting smaller, and it really is you. But every time I enter a car park, I feel abused. All these curbs, all these twists and turns. Why are you putting all these barriers ahead of me? Why are you trying to bring me to tears? It is not funny. It shouldn't be this way at all.
I'm thinking back on all those times.
The declared electric range, actually, forget it. Let's get real. Driving on the motorway only, late autumn, normal motorway speed. No speeding, but not landing the throttle pedal, and I'm getting just over 400 kilometers, which means in town you will get about 500 kilometers. I've got rapid charging from 10% to 80% in just 22 minutes. What's interesting, once you reach 80%, charging most electric cars feels like, well, milking a bull. It's just not happening. Here, the charging speed remains at about 60 to 70 kilowatts. You need another 20 minutes or so to fully charge the battery. Now, the charging point is actually built into the front grille, which is not only elegant, but also very easy. I mean, some electric cars, the charging point is at the back on the passenger side, and you arrive at the charging station and you're faffing around, twisting and turning. It can be very, very irritating. Now, you see, it's easy to test drive an electric car around town and tell you how wonderful it is, because just about any electric car is going to do well. But driving a car like I have, from Austria to Switzerland, through the Alps, to Italy, Monaco, and then on to France, is just a real-life test. Is it easy? Yes. Does it require planning? Absolutely. Do you need a bit of luck? For sure, because you might arrive at the charging station and half of the chargers might be broken, the other half taken. Sounds a bit like dating. This is such a wonderful, relaxing, long-distance cruiser. And on a journey that's just over 700 kilometers, you actually only need one charging stop. But bear in mind, I have left with a fully charged battery and I have arrived with a nearly empty battery. So you do have to take care of the two ends. Now, I think the electric version works ever so well for the G80 model. The combustion engine is great, but this is equally wonderful, whether you're driving it yourself or you're being driven. I do have a bit of a soft spot for Genesis. Maybe I should ask them for some money. But then again, as soon as you do, you become somebody's little biased. Biased, I meant. What were you thinking? Anyway, let me know what you think of this car in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!